stay alone is not unfamiliar to me. As a judge for 20 years and even now, I stay alone at the trees. Except that, sitting there as a judge, I always judge others. Now, I know I'm going to be judged. Sitting alone, that's a difference. The topic for the day, your duty, do it now. I'm not here to sermonize or philosophize what duty is, what Gita says about duty. Don't worry about it. No torture in the morning. It may eventually happen. I cannot assure you that. Well, let me start with a question. Any one of you can answer. What do you think is the purpose of your life? You're too young, I know that. But what you consider is the purpose of your life? Anybody? Any answer is welcome. Please, I do not want any answer born of coercion of your intellect. Something spontaneous. Something that comes to your mind immediately. Whatever, good, bad, ugly, you don't judge. I'll take care. That has been my business. What do you think is the purpose of your life? Where? Who? Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Very good morning.
Sir, I think the purpose of
Very much sorry. All of us again.
Very good morning, sir. I am Rishika, and I think the purpose of that to educate ourselves, learn, help the surrounding.
Anyway, we'll start with educating ourselves. Any other definition? Senior citizens are also welcome to join. No, I stay eternally young. Don't worry about me. Live the moment. Live the moment is an attitude of life, not a purpose of life. Live the life with humanism. But you have to live. That's an attitude. That's an aspect of your existence. To be humane is an aspect of your existence. But what's the goal of your life? Purpose of your life? Any other answer? To make it memorable. Good. How do you make it memorable? Jump from the 28th floor and crash land. That also can make life memorable for you, except that the possibility of one jumping from the 28th floor may not have the life to enjoy that memorability. You enjoy the scene. How do you put it? Any other answer?
Yes, sir. One, sir.
Yeah.
Experience and contribute.
The purpose of your life is to gain experience and contribute. What do you want to get? Where you want to gain experience in? What area you want to gain experience and how do you want to contribute?
We gain experience through life, sir.
Pardon?
So simply learn, experience and contribute. So we learn from our life.
So that how you charter your objective or purpose as of your life. Now, if you ask questions, if I ask all the about every audience here in this auditorium, I can say that there will be any number of answers I'm going to get. Why? Because each has a choice to make. This country gives you the right to make your choices, legitimate choices as your purpose for your life. Agree? So my purpose and your purpose need not be the same. Otherwise life will be boring, stale. So So my life and his life can always be different, and the challenge is how we are going to coexist amidst differences. The coexistence enjoying the difference and coexisting is a challenge. So now, I am not going to give you any definition for purpose of life, nor I intend to suggest or prescribe what would be an ideal purpose for when the Constitution has given you the right to make the choice. Why should I suggest what should be the best for you? You have to make that choice, right? How many of you here saw KL Rahul scored his runs yesterday, day before yesterday, or whatever? Good. Tell me, why he scored runs, how he scored runs? Just give me a couple of sentences.
Plays for his country, so it's his responsibility to score.
I think all the 11 played for the country.
He has talent to score runs.
So he has a talent to, and but he has a talent. Unless somebody has talent, he cannot represent the country at that level, right? He has a talent, then what?
In cricket, it's everyone's day someday. So it was his day that his
Oh, it's a chance. It's not a choice. It's a chance. It's a luck.
Not luck. It's just sometimes it's your day, sometimes it's not.
But precisely luck. It's my day. I just go. How many of you agree with this statement? Please. I'm professionally trained to cross-examine people. I can't give an answer, but I can definitely ask you a question. Don't worry about it. Thanks for your answer. How many of you agree with him? Every answer is a good answer for I don't judge people, because I respect everyone's entitlement to speak and speak what he intends to speak. How many of you actually agree with him? Well, either you are a bit worried, how many people think, should I make a statement supporting it? எல்லாமே பேசாம இருக்கீங்க. பேசுறதுக்கு தான் ஒரு ஆளை இங்க கொண்டு உட்கார வச்சுட்டோம், அப்புறம் நாங்க ஏன் பேசணுமா? See, if you have seen Dravid's the entire innings, if at all you have you seen cricket matches? How many of you have actually seen cricket matches? Okay, any sports for that matter, it gives you best of moments, worst of moments, testing moments, and as a young voice man said, it can be, you will have everything but still run short of luck. Everything can happen, but then how still somebody emerges as a Tendulkar, emerges as a Ganguly, or any top-ranking sports person. There is a certain character. There is a certain character about them backed by talent. The skill, whatever skill that takes to make them go there, they develop their skill, cultivate their skill. The first and foremost important thing to score runs is, the minimum thing you require to do is to stay at the wicket. Don't give up your wicket. You have to stay at the wicket. Bowler may be dominant at times. Allow him. Play straight. Don't go for stupid shots. There may an occasion time comes when the bowler will be tired. Plunder runs off his bowling. Nothing wrong. This opportunity is available and will be available to every one of us at some point of time in our life, or many times in our life. It is hence said, failure, don't count on failures. There cannot never be a success without you tasting failure somewhere along the lines. Hence, merely because somebody has failed at the first instance, don't judge him. This can happen to every one of us in our career. You as a journey, your journey as a student, you might have come across such situations when in a given internal or whatever, you might not have scored the marks you anticipated. It may be a bad day, as a young boy said. But then that doesn't determine your potential. You still stay, play. So it's all about certain character. If somebody wants to have a memorable life, or somebody said that friend said to educate, another said gain experience and contribute. The first and foremost thing, it all starts with stay disciplined at the wicket. Stay disciplined at the wicket. It all starts from there. Stay disciplined at the wicket. Now we'll move to the next segment. Where in this country we lack? What is that we generally lack in this country? Staying. Before that, I can even say something else. So, one important thing, I expected an answer which all the three did not give. Success. You have to be successful to have a memorable life. How many people think success in life is very important? How many of you? Oh, don't worry, I am not given a definition for success, nor I intend to. How many of you think success? So, in this batch of maybe about 500 odd students, I find a handful believe success is important in life. I don't know what exactly, but eventually you might have heard or will be told, or you will learn eventually that you need to be successful. And how to be successful? You have to be competitive. Now you all, I think the students of management is also here. Is that right? Don't worry, all the students of management will be eventually be told or trained to be competitive. What it would be to what do you mean by being competitive? புரியுதுங்களா? காம்படிட்டிவா இருக்கணும். கேட்டிருக்கீங்களா? ஒரு காம்படிட்டிவ்னஸ் போராதுன்னா you have to be a killer instinct. கேட்டிருக்கீங்களா? வீட்டிலலாம் சொல்லியிருப்பாங்க, ப்ராசஸ் சொல்லியிருப்பாங்க, நீ நல்லா படிக்கிற அந்த காம்படிட்டிவ் எட்ஜ் போகணும். கேட்டிருக்கீங்களா? Hey, I want participating crowd. The question and answer session மட்டும்தான் நான் கேள்வி கேட்க போறேன், நீங்க பதில் சொல்லலாம்னாக்கா லைஃப் எப்படி போகும்? நீங்க தப்பா கூட சொல்லுங்க, யாரும் உங்களுக்கு கிரேட் கொடுக்க போறதில்லை, பட் யூ ஹேவ் டு ஸ்பீக். ரைட்? சரி, நீங்க எல்லாரும் ஏதோ ஒரு நாளைக்கு ஏதோ ஒரு இன்டர்வியூ போட முன்னால யாரோ கேட்கிற கேள்விக்கு பதில் சொல்ல போறீங்க. அது இங்கேருந்தே ஆரம்பிச்சிருங்க. இப்போ என்ன? He who asks a question can ask any nonsense, but you have to answer it. Right? What do you mean by being competitive? I have always got to be ahead in the race, ensuring all the time nobody overtakes me. I have to be the lead. I have to somehow try to see I overtake everybody, but ensuring simultaneously that I don't let anybody overtake me. Now, if you take competitiveness, being competitiveness for your success or whatever to achieve purpose in life, then you are going to get into a crisis situation. Now, it is in this context, where do you think this country goes in a different direction? We have got talent aplenty. the human resources are enormous. There is a debate whether, we produce graduates or skilled. That's a debate, I'm not getting into that. Let me go with the basic premise that we have got talent, but have we reached the purpose of our existence in this country, in this moment, in this country, in this moment, to reach where we should have, where could have easily done years back? How many agree we have not reached where we should have reached? Yes, this girl. What do you think is a factor that takes away or that affects our ability to reach where we could have reached, should have reached?
The people are educated, but they don't get an opportunity, and the ones that do get an opportunity, they either move to the other country or they don't use it properly.
Yes, any other? So your problem is one of not getting opportunity. Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I think people give away easily. They are not disciplined, they are not consistent, and they are not, if something they don't.
Okay, you are nearing it. You are not disciplined. Can you explain?
Sir, I feel they don't have the capability to accept failure, and they don't have the capacity to keep going on.
Okay. Now, to this young girl, what is your name, ma'am? Some good name, I'm not audible. Okay. Ramayana has got two characters. How many people know something about Ramayana? Hanuman. Hanuman is one important character who does everything. There's nothing that he cannot do. He is one such character, but he has got one problem. You have to instruct him to do. Ram has to instruct Hanuman to do what he is required to do. That's the kind of character Hanuman is. There's another character, the squirrel of Ramayana. I understand it is not there in the Valmiki Ramayana, but at least we have the squirrel of Ramayana, the Anil. Anil does not have any problem, does not have the kind of capabilities bestowed with the capabilities of Hanuman. It is just a squirrel, but it had a lot of initiative. When Setu Bandhan was made, this little squirrel came out of its hole and did what little it could do to the construction of Setu Bandhan. So, if you don't have even if you have all the capabilities like Hanuman, you still need initiative. The lack of opportunity, if you look at it, it essentially related to lack of initiative. This morning I read this thing in WhatsApp, how an auto rickshaw driver made 8 lakhs rupees monthly. You know what? He did not do anything. He did not even start the vehicle running all over Mumbai for earning a livelihood. He just parked his auto rickshaw outside the American embassy. And because when people go for interview for passport or whatever, they cannot carry anything. So invariably people will be carrying some backpack or some bag. His job is just like a cloakroom. He will collect them, keep it in the auto rickshaw and charge 1,000 rupees till the business is done. Every day he is making around, he used to have some 20-30 clients, which implies about 30,000 rupees a day and about 8 lakh rupees a month. I don't know, I've not done the calculation part of it. At least this is what it says. So it is all about becoming aware where your opportunity lies. Looking for that opportunity. The opportunity will not come in a platter. You have to look for that. Right? So if you want to succeed in life, if you want to achieve a purpose in life, you need to look for that opportunity. But then I put it differently. Where do you think we waste a lot of our time and energy? Anybody? Mobile phone is one part of it. Mobile phone obviously is, that is one thing that we cannot live without. So, yeah, appa amma illattalam paravailla, mobile phone kattayama venum. So, in my mind, there is called a middle space in the society. You belong to A club, I belong to B club, he belongs to yet another club. We all coexist. The Constitution gives each one of us ample space to speak what we want to speak. You speak, I abuse you. I speak, he abuses me. And today when you see how the social space or the middle space is available, is used, I find that essentially an exchange of abuses, a cacophony of unpalatable noise we are fed forcibly on us. Illingra, is it not true? Whether you like it or not, you take the young girls told me, just said your Facebook or whatever cell phone. Eventually you have to give somebody's opinion and thumbs up or do thumbs up if you are part of the social influencers, then you will be paid to decry somebody or appreciate somebody, mobilize some support. No, the point here is how we waste time debating on meaningless thing which is not going to be productive to our growth in any way. Just reflect on that. I may go in another half an hour, 1 hour time, I will leave this hall. But you need to reflect if the purpose of this meeting has to have some meaning from my perspective. If I had to consider that the time I have spent with you for about an hour or two in this hall on this day has to carry some degree of value and meaning, then I want you to become just aware where we as an average Indian lose or waste our time and energy. You belong to whatever religion you want to. It's your faith, constitutional, gives you that right to choose a faith of your choice. If you are born in a certain caste, if you want to hold on to that, good, that's a choice you make. I'm not worried. If you belong to a certain political ideology, embrace it. If you love it, that's your choice again. But why you create a space so unpeaceful, so chaotic, so noisy? I'm a neutral person. I'm not worried to which caste, religion or political ideology you belong to. But why should I get all this noise, unnecessary noise? Why should you stuff it on me, suffocate me with your ideas and views on that? What are you? It is this the social influencer cash in and we fall a prey. If an opportunity has to be created, you have to take initiative to see an opportunity. If you have to have that awareness to create an opportunity for you, if you want to make your life memorable, as a young man said, if you want to contribute to the society, as a young girl there said, then you must know where that opportunity lies and how to focus. What does it mean? It is not luck that gets you there. It is your ability to leave that ball you need not play, right? That gives you the time to stay at the wicket. Don't flash outside of any ball which is, don't participate in an issue that does not contribute to your growth. You are the judge. Nobody is going to judge you all the time. Nobody will have the time to tell you everything. Parents will tell up to a point. The process will be, would you, on your farewell day, the process will wish you well and they will send you. Eventually, you are a loner at the crease. You have to bat, you have to stay at the wicket. It is your life. Therefore, is it not necessary how we insulate ourselves, how we protect ourselves from things that can distract our focus? Let me put it a different scenario. We all travel on the highway. In whatever mode of conveyance, it may be a car, cycle, pedestrian, whatever mode of convenience. Again, it's your choice. Do we ever ask anybody, what is your religion? Do we ever ask anybody, what your caste? Have we ever had the audacity to ask anybody, what is your political ideology while we are traveling? No. Is that right? Now, what is our purpose then? As we travel on the road, what is your objective? Anybody on this side? To reach the destination. The objective is to reach the destination, no matter who is by my side. That's the kind of focus we have. Suddenly you go to a certain place, they say take diversion or roadblock for ABC purpose, the reasons. What will you do? Will you say that I don't have an opportunity to go forward, I will stay stuck? You just, without unconsciously, you ask yourself a question, what best can I do now? There is a block on the way, what best can I do? I'll try to explore, you Google search or ask somebody, try to find a way to get, the focus is still to reach the destination. You ask the driver on the other side, சார் எப்படி சார் இங்கே போகணுன்ட்டு சார் நான் முன்னால் போட்டு நீங்கள் ஃபாலோ பண்ணிக்கோங்க சார் சிம்பிள் அவர்கிட்ட காசு கேட்குறீங்களா ரிலிஜன் கேட்குறீங்களா அவருடைய பொலிட்டிக்கல் ஐடியாலஜி என்னன்னு கேட்குறீங்களா புலம் கேட்குறீங்களா கோத்திரம் கேட்குறீங்களா வாட் யூ ஆஸ்க் நத்திங் பிகாஸ் ஹி ஹாஸ் அ பர்பஸ் யூ ஹேவ் அ பர்பஸ் டு கெட் அவுட் ஆஃப் த சினாரியோ get out of this situation. If we can coexist on the highway without talking caste, religion or politics, why can't we save time, energy and effort talking less about it when in our daily way of life? புரியுதுங்களா? நான் சொல்றது புரியுதுங்களா? Anybody? I can talk 3 languages reasonably and thoda sa Hindi. You understand? The problem in this country, in my mind, is if we are focused, if we decide that I will not play any ball which is not required to be played, and fully focused, intensely focused within as to how I am going to grow, because unless I grow, I cannot gain experience to contribute. That's what the girl said, gain experience. You have invited me today because I am somebody. If I am not somebody, definitely even if I have got great message to share, I would not have even get an opportunity to share what I know. So my personal growth is important, not for me alone, but it can be made useful to everyone in the society. This is the beauty of coexistence. Therefore, if this country has to grow as a strong country, because unless the country is strong, we cannot be strong. We are seeing in the 4-day war we had with Pakistan, Because our borders are secure, you and I can talk freely here. Good heavens, we are not born in Iran, Israel, Syria, or any one of those countries. They were still waiting for some country to import peace from. Right? Because our shores are secure, because our borders are secure, we did not realize the importance of peace, importance of taking responsibility for another. Here is a right scenario. People don't worry about religion. They try to save each other. I come across those situations personally. I don't want to discuss about it. How each one, they will fight on religious basis, right? But still they save each other. They embrace each other in a right situation. I've seen that personally. It should have happened to very many people that way. Therefore, now, what should be your duty? The topic for the day. What should be your duty? First, my suggestion, because I already acknowledged, recognized your right to choose. When you have got a right to choose, the most important thing is, I'm only can give you some suggestion, like a buffet. You go varieties of dish, you choose whatever you want to choose, and this is just special. Beyond that, I don't claim credit to that. What is that you will do? Do whatever you want to do, but ensure all the time that you cannot live in an island of your own. The competitiveness, somebody speak, it cannot avoid interdependence. You cannot fall in a manufacturing sector. You are not going to manufacture everything. There will be a supply chain. Then you have to market it. Everything operates very differently. Please understand. So when you decide to coexist, think of a road user. You are just one person on the road. So competitiveness, what it is, I'm not going to let anybody overtake me. And I'm not going to let anybody grow. Because I want to overtake everybody, but I'm not going to let anybody overtake me. So everybody can stay where they are. Because the other person is also going to say that I'm not going to let somebody overtake me. On the other hand, I would be happy if some of you at least consider that growing, your growth, individual growth, you should think of what kind of value you add with your thought and action to your life. But you are not kids, you are not kindergarten kids. You are all young adults. And you have your responsibility to take decision for your life and for the country tomorrow. You cannot reject it. You have to take up this responsibility look, this is a land that we are giving you and we will go. You have to take care. You have to take care. But then you have to decide. It is not necessary you have to crack the civil service exam and learn horse riding to decide. Any decision that you take, ask yourself a question. What value it adds to my growth and how this value I add can contribute to the society. This ought to be your paramount duty. And when you're going to do that, invariably, this addiction is a national addiction, possibly elsewhere too. We have to compulsorily quote somebody. Plato said, Aristotle said, Adi Shankara said, Jesus said, everybody has said. In their times, what they thought is good, what they believe to be good. They all travel the same earth. In our, right? Plato did not live in Mars. He also lived in planet Earth. Right? Whichever hero, Whichever you name him, whatever be the nature of his contribution, good, bad or ugly, whatever be the contribution, they all have lived in this country, in this planet, forget about country, in this planet Earth. It is the same planet Earth you and me are living now. It is our moment. They had their moment, now it is our moment. They have done what best they can do. Now, is it not necessary for us to realize this is our moment and what best can we do, can each one of us can do? Thank you.